Emmett, come here. Come here, Emmett. Say hi to Erhard. He's busy. He doesn't have time to play with you all day. Yeah. So, yeah, I've got three of those.
So I like cats too because they're quite different as animals or as beings different from dogs because they march to their own drummer typically, right? They make their own decisions and they will
Yes.
only do what you want if that's what they already wanted anyway, right?
Right. But um, I have these two cats that are brothers. They're three. And one is kind of mine, and the other one is my husband's. And I've treated them very differently, although I love them both. But this one is mine. And so he comes when he's called. He can occasionally he will sit for me, uh, and he is extremely loving.
Uh-huh.
So the other one's loving too, but this one, he's right here all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, with animals, they are so loving that you can feel the love even across the room. And even if you have to correct them sometimes, or if you have to correct them loudly, they'll forgive you right away. Except my Schnauzer, she's now 4.5 years old, and she feels that she's mature enough to make her own decisions and obey when she feels like it. And then if she does that, I might correct her, and she won't speak to me for the rest of or be with me for the rest of the day.
Can you hurdle that challenge with a treat?
Oh yeah, yeah. Treat. She'll take the treat and then walk away. Yeah. I mean, she knows how to hold a grudge.
Yeah, yeah, that's
The
great.
German Shepherds don't. They don't even know what that is.
They're just pure.
Yeah.
So,
But no, actually, they do hold on to like childhood treatments. Like I had a wonderful breeder live next to me where I got my German Shepherds from, and one time just at the week before Christmas, she gave me a 3-month-old puppy,
oh,
beautiful dog, but she had been bought by somebody else at 8 weeks and by a young adult man, and he returned her. And it became evident by her behavior that he must have abused her a lot. And even though I treated her, I knew about that and I saw the behavior in her and gave her a lot of extra treatment, and she still had it in her all the while until she died. I mean, she was still an absolutely loving dog, but she was very cautious a lot of times,
timid. Yeah.
and she was sometimes fierce in terms of protecting me or herself, because she always feared.
Yeah.
Whereas the other guys, they're just casual and relaxed. The German Shepherds often are fearful because they're so protection oriented. That's why they are so protection oriented. You know, they're intelligent enough to see when there's a possibility of danger. You know?
Yeah, I wondered, if you've ever explored that Schutzhund training method.
No, I never did that. I mean, I've looked into it and so on. Um, I I want them to grow up, for me, just in a much more casual, not so disciplined way. I believe a lot in discipline, but it has to be self-discipline for me,
Mm-hmm.
not imposed discipline, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I want them to grow up and just be happy characters, and to be true to their nature, not just be obedient to me. I don't want that. you know.
Yeah. It's more like enslavement,
Yeah, right, right.
I
I
feel.
want to have a companion, not not a subject, you know.
Right. A trained
Yeah,
monkey
yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah. I feel the same way, but I will definitely, with my next dog, explore training more because I'd like to do, therapy and that kind of thing, be able to visit hospitals and stuff.
Yeah, well, I can do that with my dogs, and just because of the way they've grown up with me, and they're just completely compliant, and they can go into the hospital and understand the situation.
Hmm.
How, here's one, the very scared one, the one who had been mistreated. She died at the age of 12. One day, I'd had at my wrist, under the skin somewhere, a terrible itching for several months, and I didn't know how to get rid of it. Creams and such wouldn't touch it because it was under the skin. And one day she came, her name was Nala, she came and licked there. And as, oh, that felt good. And then because it was itching, and I just kept my hand there, and she licked that wrist for close to 20 minutes. After a while, I started to look at the clock, and this is like taking a long time. She just
Right.
kept at it and at it and at it. When she was done, the itch was all gone, and it never came back. And it had been there for a number of months before.
Yeah.
So
Wonder what kind of
how did she
magic that
know?
was.
How
Yeah.
did she know? It was underneath the skin. It did not have an odor or scent or anything like that, but she
Hmm.
knew.
Well, they just never cease
Oh,
to amaze me. This is
what a
Finn.
cutie.
His name is Finn. He's third.
Oh, I have I have friends who have a dog named Finn.
Yeah. He's 13, and he
Wow.
just excels at being cute. That's about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Not the smartest dog I've ever met, but the cutest. One of the
Yeah.
cutest, anyway. Are you a
Well,
good boy?
he doesn't have to be smart. He's spoiled. I can see that on his face.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I also, you might be interested in talking with me about this later, but I have a lot of context now, naturally, in the dog world. And one of the big bones of contention, if you will, is that fur baby culture is really more restrictive to dogs than it should be. For example, in Europe, you'll often see people walking off leash, in the middle of town with their dog
Yeah.
at their, and, it doesn't mean but they're not going to be the kind of dogs that people dress up or,
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
yes. So even though this whole fur baby culture has led to advancements in veterinary medicine, which can put you in bankruptcy before you know it. But, are we really doing the right thing by our dogs, by this pampering and, you know, just the whole business economy that's built up against
Right.
selling all that?
To me, it's a lot. What you're saying is, to me, a cause for a lot of concern. I brought up my dogs, as I said, the way I brought up my sons, and I still do that. I We have a certain understanding of discipline, so that we can have a flourishing relationship, that they can be free. They can go with me wherever I go in public and with other people, and they know what to do, and they're always liked very much. They're fussed over because they're so good,
Right.
and they're beautiful also. And people just love to see how such, like German Shepherds are very powerful and they're very intelligent. And that's such a powerful being can love people. It's just a wonderful thing.
Yeah, they're really majestic.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I had my dog actually, my front door had a lever on it.
Uh-huh.
And my Shepherd Husky opened the door and ran out one day. And I looked down the street. He was a block away, and he was hanging around some county workers who were working on a light. Well, I whistled, and from a football field away, he flew.
Uh-huh.
He flew in a way that other neighbors came over and were like, what kind of dog is that? Because it looks like a wolf.
Uh-huh.
So they just have the fluidity of movement that's so stunning.
Yeah.
Feel like you're in a magical kingdom with them.
I know. And my two German shepherds, when they play together, they are so wild. They sometimes look they're gonna kill each other, but they're just playing.
Yeah.
And they're rolling and they're running at full speed, and then they roll over each other and so on, and they have so much fun. And dogs smile, right?
Right.
You see them smile,
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Erhard, I'm going to let you go. And I so appreciate your taking the time to talk with the Rover Reporter.
Oh boy, you got me on a topic you could have me talk about all the time.
Well, we'll be back in touch. I saw your shepherd, I think, in the yard one day when you were talking to Sloan, and I thought, maybe there's something to talk about. And boy, was I right. So you have a great day.
Thank you very much. You too.
I'll let you know when everything's ready to go live. And
Okay.
We'll put links in the show notes to your sites.
Great.
Okay. Thank you.
Very nice to meet you, Mary Lou, and I enjoyed talking with you.
I know, finally. I mean, I feel like I already knew you because I've watched Sloan's pieces. But yeah, it's about time we had a meet and greet.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, all the best to you, and love yourself as much as your dogs love you, and you'll be having a wonderful life.
That's a great quote. Thank you.
All right.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.